Madden After Dark on a Thursday night. It takes us to Sim Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Brendan Glasheen and Garion Thorne joining you again on this Thursday night. Garion, what's happening?
I'm excited, Glash. This is my first foray into Madden After Dark. I've heard so much. I've heard the great calls. I've heard the great stories. Ready to dive in.
It's going to be good, right? Two great quarterbacks, of course. Mahomes v. Breeze, the weapons. How do you even begin dissecting a showdown, never mind fitting some pricey guys into classic?
Yeah, I think two names that are going to be really percolating towards the top of the captain ownership. Travis Kelce, who checks in at his lowest price point in these simulations ever. Just $8,200. That's still a pretty hefty price tag in the grand scheme of things, but for Kelce, who's consistently been over $9,000, we see it right now, 20.4% of captains or of lineups using Kelce as the captain. Then Damian Williams, who's just $5,800. But Glash, last time the Chiefs were on Madden After Dark, Williams was huge in that fourth quarter comeback.
Damian Williams, 3 consecutive games with at least 14 DK points, 3 consecutive simulations, that is, and you're right. Travis Kelce had a rare stinker last time out, a simulation low, scoring just 7.4 points. So we'll get the Chiefs offense to start the night, and it's the Madden cover from 2020. Patrick Mahomes, awareness 97, throw power 96, accuracy numbers, short 97, medium 95, long 93. He's starting to pick it up, had his best simulation against Seattle.
Yeah, 402 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I think that recency bias a little cooked into the ownership percentages on this slate. We've got Mahomes in about 69% of lineups compared to Drew Brees in just 47.4% of lineups. Now, it's rare to see two quarterbacks both priced at above 11 grand on the same showdown slate. So, fades have to be made. Someone couldn't be in these lineups, and it seems like people are maybe off that Breeze bandwagon because he's struggled a little bit on the road so far.
Yep, we'll see Drew Brees very soon, but Patrick Mahomes is the star right now. He has Kelce out to the right in the slot. Here's Mahomes firing right side, first down. That is Demarcus Robinson with the catch, first down, Kansas City.
Not a lot of cheap and viable options in this game. We mentioned that Kelce is a little bit less expensive than usual. Williams is still about $6,000. That's cheap for a running back, but it's still $6,000 on this slate. I think Robinson is another one of those guys. He's, you're attaching yourself to Patrick Mahomes. That's always good. And he's just $3,400. It's become clear, despite Mecole Hardman's fantastic speed, Robinson is the guy you want to use in these simulations.
Power eye set. Damian Williams had a carry earlier to start our game. We're 1 minute in. A throw in the flat. And both receivers, Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins, the wideout 1 and wideout 2 respectively, were very good against the Seahawks in that comeback win in Seattle, down 15 entering the fourth quarter. Garion, I don't know, it's hard to say, especially when it's a good team facing another good team, for two receivers to go more than 30 DK points in one of these simulations.
Yeah, impressive stuff. And it's funny, Watkins comes up with a 1-yard catch right there. 7 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown in that game against Seattle. But you'll remember, Glash, his game before that, as Williams breaks out here for a nice 15-yard carry. Watkins' game log before that big game against Seattle, 1 catch for 1 yard against the Patriots. I know they've got some good corners, but that's the kind of capricious nature that Sammy Watkins brings to the table. You never quite know what you're going to get with that guy.
Watkins almost 8% as a captain in the $1,000 DK dollar showdown contest, 38% in the flex. A lot of you getting in on some lower tier wide receivers, including Hardman for the showdown. Patrick Mahomes' ownership is in the teens for the late and 6-game classic as Mahomes is back to throw. Play action, looking down the right side, connects as his receiver, comes back to the ball. That is once again Robinson, a similar play from earlier, and Kansas City is in New Orleans territory.
Interesting to see Mahomes only rostered in 16% of lineups in that late slate, as you mentioned, Glash. I mean, yes, I'm sure a lot of people went with Jameis Winston, who was kind of the cheap option, and he did have a great game against the Browns, 3 total touchdowns in that one. But you had to feel like a lot of people were going to fade that Patriots 49ers game just with the quality of those two defenses. And that really worked out. Only 27 total points. This one hopefully promises to be a little bit more high scoring.
Handoff up the middle to Williams. 3 carries, 13 yards. And Demarcus Robinson, to your point, 2% captain, 28% in the flex. The wide receiver 3, you talked about Hardman. He's the wide receiver 4.
Yeah, and again, Robinson just fills that need. I think a lot of wide receiver 3s have gone off in these simulations. It's not an uncommon thing to happen. And Robinson is just cheap. There's not a lot of cheap guys when you have the star power of these two teams. Just so many players priced above the $7,000 mark in this contest.
Bunch formation, trips left. Mahomes, the laser beam to the left side. Once again, Robinson, his 3rd grab of this opening drive, 3rd and 2.
And at that price point, I mean, I don't want to say his work is already done with 3 catches for 40 yards, but he's already at 2x value. And we're in the first drive of the game. So if he can get into the end zone, let alone come up with a couple more catches, we're already talking about someone who you're going to see populate a lot of the best lineups in this showdown contest.
Kelsey lined up right side, makes the catch, but he's short of the first down. They are in Butker territory, 4th and inches.
And that's heartbreaking stuff. I'd be surprised if they go for it here. You're probably going to see a conservative play call this early in the game, but that drive was looking really promising as just a great form tackle there to keep Travis Kelce from picking up that first down.
Harrison Butker, power rating 95, accuracy 86. They are at Arrowhead. He is used to the conditions, but as we know it, just partly cloudy in Sim Arrowhead Stadium. And the kick is good from 39 yards out, so an opening drive field goal for the Chiefs. Madden After Dark has a pulse, and it's great to be with everybody. 1,300 watching on YouTube. We're just underway.
And I know a lot of people who've been watching these simulations pretty religiously. They can back up this sentiment, but, we've seen a lot of games. We've seen, Chiefs, Ravens, Chiefs, Patriots, Packers, Patriots, just a litany of games between two really good offenses. And we've yet to see that 34-31 game. I feel like people in the comment section are begging for this to happen tonight. I'm hoping for it too. I'd love to see some points, but it does seem like we've been more apt to get these high-scoring shootouts between two bad teams than two good teams. So hopefully that doesn't continue tonight, but that's definitely been the trend.
There's no doubt about that. I've done a few of those, like Redskins, Giants, when we first started 8-minute quarters. That one was nuts. The Bengals and Giants the other day. So you're right. We've yet to see a game that gets into the 30s between two good offenses. Our first look at Drew Brees. And you said it, people might have hesitated to go with Brees and spend up for Mahomes. Brees is still the 2nd most expensive quarterback in the 6-game classic. 98 awareness, overall 94. He's back, play action Brees, a rating of 99 play action over the middle. Easy catch for Michael Thomas, who was outstanding the other night against Baltimore.
And a face mask here to just keep this drive going. You might want to cover Michael Thomas. Seemed like they sent a little pressure on that play, and Thomas cuts into the open space, picks up about 25 yards on that reception as the Saints are already going to find themselves in Chiefs territory. But to your point, Glash, Drew Brees, only 5 touchdowns to 2 interceptions in his 3 road games, 9 touchdowns in his 4 home games. He struggled specifically in games against Seattle and Green Bay. So once again, those good teams have given some trouble, but doesn't look like he's having any issues right now.
Oh, we are cooking. We are cooking, folks, because look who it is. Jared Cook to the 3-yard line. Drew Brees does have that superstar trait of indoor baller. He's proving he can do it in Missouri outside in Simland. A nice ball down the seam to Cook, and it's 1st and goal. Saints.
And this is probably more telling of their salary discrepancy than anything else, but Jared Cook rostered in about 56% of lineups compared to Michael Thomas in just 39. Now, Thomas is $10,600. That is true, but he also has 6 touchdowns in his past 4 games. So I'm sure a lot of people out there, especially in the red zone right now, getting a little sweat going if you faded Michael Thomas.
Single coverage for Thomas, though. Top of the screen as Brees looks to throw, fires. That is over the middle and caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We see it all the time. Those slot wide receivers, when they decide to spread the field in the red zone, it works like a charm almost every time. You know, you almost hate it right now if you're a Michael Thomas owner because he was also wide open. Drew Brees just happened to go to Traquan Smith across the middle. Both guys were open on those drag routes. Great first drive from the Saints, and hopefully a precursor of things to come.
That is the first touchdown for Traquan Smith in our DraftKings fantasy simulations. Smith, 3% of lineups as a captain, 31% flex. That was quick. Nice response by the Saints, and they go up 7-3 on the road. 2 plays, 52 yards, plus the face mask.
And you want to talk about salary savers. We only have 2 players in this game, if you're not counting kickers and defenses, who clocked in below 5K, who figured to have, maybe have an impact on this slate. And that was Traquan Smith at $3,600, who already has a touchdown, and Demarcus Robinson at $3,400, who has 3 receptions for 40 yards. So if you decided to go with a stars and scrubs build, specifically by captaining Smith or Robinson, you've got a big smile on your face, almost as big as the smile on the back of your head, Glash.
Yes, back of my head. Even people allegedly think when I look into the screen now, I don't look happy because you can't tell how my eyebrows are. I am talking to a certain someone who is in our production chat. He knows exactly who he is. Under 3 minutes to go, opening quarter. It's 7-3 New Orleans. They come back and score a touchdown after the Butker field goal. All right, people, how are you feeling? We're underway. I usually like to get the first drive out of the way for both teams and then just kind of start interacting with the chat. Everyone's, getting ready to go. They're getting their jammies on. They're having their dinner. They're having their dessert. And now we're all settled. We've got scoring. We would love a shootout. Let's do it. First and 10, Kansas City from the 24. Mahomes back to throw, but he is thrown down to the turf.
Perfectly timed safety blitz there from the Saints. 6-yard loss for Mahomes. That's a tough way to start a drive, especially after the Saints looked so dominant on offense. You almost feel like you have to respond here.
Well, that'll back up the chains. Our own Billy Delaney, who is in our production room right now, he says sim coaches don't blitz enough. Well, there you go, Billy. They heard you. 2nd and 16 for the Madden cover. Patrick Mahomes.
Hey.
Nothing doing.
Going backwards so far on this drive as Damian Williams, I believe that's his 4th carry of the game. He's only got about 12 yards. And that includes a 14-yard rush. So that kind of says all you need to know about how most of his carries have gone so far. The Saints defense quite good in this game, and that front 7 is pretty good. It's not exactly the Patriots or the 49ers, but it's definitely in the upper echelon of Madden.
Oh, linebackers, Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis, of course, at the will linebacker. And you mentioned the corners. They might not have the great overall ratings, but they have great speed. Latimer, 93. Apple, 92. Mahomes all the time. Fires and connects. First down, Tyreek Hill. The freak has arrived in Sim Arrowhead Stadium.
And Mahomes right now, some of his passes haven't gone for a lot of yardage. A couple 1-yard completions, one to Kelsey that ended their last drive prematurely, but he has yet to miss on a pass. He is now 6 for 6 as Tyreek Hill able to toe tap and pick up a huge first down right at the sticks.
All right, fellas. We're underway here. 3rd drive of the game. We've had a score on both sides. Mahomes in the gun. Takes the snap, and whoa, he just gets crunched. No time to even hand the ball off.
Yeah, tough to say if that was like a run-pass option or what was going on there, if it was just the disruption in the backfield of the Saints defensive line, but that play had no chance of going anywhere as Rankins gets in there and just demolishes that play from the start.
2nd down and 14 for Mahomes. Short throw accuracy, 97, medium, 95, long, 93. A great quarterback matchup. Back to throw again. Middle of the field. That is a first down. A nice pass to Williams, the running back.
And that is something that Damian Williams can do in spades. He can be involved in the passing game, and arguably that's how he's going to make his impact in this game. We talked about it. The front seven of the Saints is very daunting, but he is a great pass-catching option out of the backfield. He has quickness, he has agility, he has speed, and he can get it done. Again, most running backs check into these showdown slates around $8,000, some even $9,000. So to get a starting 3-down running back at $5,800, that's just not something you see every day.
Patty Mahomes, 7 of 7, makes it 8 for 8. Uses the middle of the field. Sammy Watkins, his first connection. Again, he was great last time out against Seattle, the night of our anniversary for DraftKings on Monday. 35 points, 7 grabs, 170, and a tutty against the Seahawks.
Interesting to see if both he and Robinson can thrive. You mentioned Watkins and Hill. That makes a little bit of sense. I don't know if we're going to see Robinson and Watkins have big games, but it is early.
Another dart from Patrick Mahomes, 4th reception for Demarcus Robinson. There we go again. The value is emerging from a wide receiver 3.
Yeah, like clockwork in these streams. Robinson, again, has just really taken advantage of his position on that depth chart. You could argue in real life that he splits this role with Mecole Hardman. It's a little more situational and I guess personnel specific when it comes to Hardman, but we don't see that snap share here in Madden. And if he's going to get these consistent wide receiver 3 snaps, I know he's a little bit more expensive than Hardman, but he has to be the guy you put into lineups.
All right, Chiefs are rolling, and I believe they're in the red zone. They're just about there, 21-yard line. Garion Thorne and Brendan Glasheen, it's Madden After Dark. That was the first quarter. Hope you enjoyed it. We need more points, that's for sure. Madden After Dark tends to get weird sometimes, Garion. We'll interact with the chat. As Chris says, shave my head and quarantine beard for a shout-out from Glash. I'm not sure if that was a question or if he was saying he would shave his head, but hey.
I think you're in a place, Glash, where you might consider starting a cult. I mean, this is you only get so many opportunities to lead a cult in your life, and I think this is probably one of the 3 you're going to get.
I only get 3.
I would say 3 or 4 probably. I don't want to generalize, but you probably cap out around 5. So I would just say take advantage.
Okay. Well, I'll give it some thought because, I haven't made great decisions during quarantine. Just look at my face. Anyway, both quarterbacks outstanding. Patrick Mahomes, 9 of 9, 107. No touchdowns, but coming close here on this drive. And Drew Brees, 3 for 3. That nice bomb down the left sideline to Jared Cook, setting up a touchdown pass to Traquan Smith, the wide receiver 3. So good start. I think we have discovered, while there is some star power, superstars, and X factors on both defenses as we return for the second quarter. Shout out to the ops team, working hard, updating those scores manually. These defenses can be shredded.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see here as we get a rushing play from the Chiefs on 1st and 10, I don't think it's going to be so much about what happens between the 20s. I think both of these teams are going to have a pretty easy time moving the football. It's going to be about turning these drives into touchdowns and not settling for field goals. I think that's the big hurdle we have to clear if we're going to get one of these teams to 30 points, because clearly they can both get to that level.
More than 1,700 watching on YouTube. Who do you need in your lineups? Mahomes, 3-step drop over the middle. It is caught. And just about a first down. Sammy Watkins really in his second ball, 3rd and inches.
This is pretty interesting. Like we've said, Mahomes 10 for 10. That's impressive stuff. 7 of his 10 completions have now gone to Demarcus Robinson or Sammy Watkins. That means 2 catches for Tyreek Hill and just 1 catch for Travis Kelce. If you paid top dollar at the skill position for Chiefs players, I know we've still got 3 full quarters to go, but these are not the trends you want to see necessarily.
All right, they form a triangle on the left side. Bottom right corner, Travis Kelce, 3rd and inches. Mahomes surveying the defense. Pockets folding, got rid of it. Fires, and he got rid of the ball exactly what he did. He just throws it as a souvenir to the camera.
So this is the second time already we've seen a 4th and inches from, borderline in the red zone or in the red zone for the Chiefs. Last time they settled for the field goal, you'd have to think they're going to settle again. And this is what I was just talking about. If the Chiefs don't start converting these drives into touchdowns, we are not going to see them score 28, 31 points in this simulation.
All right, here's the kick from Butker. I will say, as a reminder, on Monday, when we did our last Chiefs game, on the anniversary, it was 21-6. Seattle on the road at the start of the fourth quarter. So the Chiefs only had 6 points, and what do you know? They ended up with 26. So they can get hot at any given moment.
I just want to see Andy Reid a little bit more aggressive. Couple fourth and inch.
I'm with you.
And you also know if Andy Reid is watching this simulation, he'd probably go for one of those too. So I just standing up for the real life Andy Reid.
You can find Garion Thorne, by the way, on DK Live and DK Nation. He's also on Twitter at Garion Thorne. Every rose does have its thorn. Thorne with an E at the end. THORNE. I am BJ_Glash. It's great to be with you on a Thursday night. These are Color Rush uniforms, correct? Yes, it is a Color Rush Thursday in Simland. So I made the trip this morning. Where was I today? I was in Detroit. I went from Detroit to Kansas City for today's game. So made the nice trip. I'm okay. Got jet lagged, and I'm feeling nice. Feeling great.
There you go. The things you do for these streams, Glash.
Yep. Flying everywhere. It's great. Really exploring. 1st and 10. Nice throw there from Breeze, dumping that ball off. And that was Jared Cook, his second catch. 2nd down and 2. Scores updated through that field goal a moment ago from Butker. Shout out to the ops team. Working hard. Staying up late. Madden after dark. Great matchup, as Garion said. We do need more aggressiveness. We need some touchdowns. Come on. Breeze to Kamara. Ooh, what a bumble and stumble. Approaching midfield. That's a 1st down.
And really through no fault of his own. It's not Kamara's fault that, his team scored on 3 plays on their first drive of the game, but a little bit worrisome if you're a Kamara owner that his first touch of this simulation comes 2 minutes into the second quarter. Again, that can be rectified quickly. This is a guy who is not only a very good running back in Madden, but an incredible pass catcher, and he will get those opportunities as Latavius Murray is really only a goal line or short yardage specialist on this depth chart.
Kamara had a sim low 2.4 points last time out against Baltimore. Breeze, medium throw. That's enough for a first. Another dart from Drew Brees. He's 5 for 5 passing. That time finding...
I believe that was Ted Ginn Jr.
Ted Ginn Jr., the newest member of the Chicago Bears.
That guy, he might be like the Octavio Dotel of football. He's got to play for every team before he's going to retire. He's been playing forever. It's crazy.
What a name. Or Bartolo Colon.
Edwin Jackson, one of those guys. I don't know. One of them's the right comparison. We'll figure it out later. Let us know in the comments. Which really journeyman pitcher? Jamie Moyer. He's the Jamie Moyer of the NFL.
Wow, you just dropped Dotel on me. That was one I was not expecting. But that guy was a beast in MLB The Show back in the day. He would play, to your point, on 80 teams. Phenomenal reference.
I think he was traded 6 times. Tough life to be a Major League Baseball reliever.
Jared Cook again. Breeze got rid of it as he was hit. 3rd and 7. Again, both teams have good D up front. The secondaries can be soft sometimes, so that's why we've gotten some points. 13 so far, about halfway through this second quarter. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Madden After Dark. Michael Thomas at the top of the screen right now. Breeze gets the snap. Looking, throws. Ooh, overthrown.
Seems like he had his receiver open there on the comeback route. Just miscommunication, missed him. That's the first incompletion we've had so far in this game. So, Tyrann Mathieu, a very good corner, but Michael Thomas, if you get it anywhere in his vicinity, Glash, he's going to catch that football. So, rare mistake from Drew Brees, who his ratings across the board are phenomenal.
Accuracy-wise, yeah, short throw 99, medium 94, and long 91. This is a long field goal, 57-yarder, and Will Lutz missed it.
That is a big decision there from Sean Payton and the Saints coaching staff, because you are now essentially setting up Patrick Mahomes, the cover boy, as you have so aptly pointed out, with a very short field here. And you can see Payton's reaction to that missed field goal. That one might be on you, buddy. 57-yard attempt, that one might be on you.
And as we've said, when you attempt those long field goals, you flip the field for Patrick Mahomes. And as we say in real life, We'll say it in Stimland. You might as well already say he's in the red zone with his arm. Handing off to Damian Williams across the 50. And now into Saints territory to the 42. Damian Williams off to a good start, riding momentum these last couple of simulations.
And it always seems like running backs have a better chance of big positive gains when they're running out of passing formations. We rarely see running backs have those big breakthrough runs in the I formation or in 12 personnel. Generally speaking, if you're running out of shotgun set, you've had more success. And Damian Williams has been a big beneficiary of that.
Almost 2,000 watching on YouTube. If you're enjoying Madden After Dark, first time I'm asking, smash that like button as Mahomes fires into traffic. Tyreek Hill makes the catch. First down, Chiefs. They're at the 30. Also hit the subscribe button as well if you're enjoying 6 streams a day.
We've got Patrick Mahomes up to 125 yards. We talked about it off the top. 402 against Seattle. That game did go into overtime, so obviously that plays a little part in this, but seems like he is well on his way to that 300-yard bonus.
Middle of the field, wide open spaces. Tyreek Hill's second straight grab. It's first and goal from the 9, Kansas City.
And we see Marshawn Lattimore make the catch there. He does have the speed to at least give Tyreek Hill a little bit of issue, but let's be honest, no one has the speed to actually cover Tyreek Hill in the middle of the field. And Lattimore doesn't quite have the awareness or the play rec you would consider for a top-flight cornerback in this game. So seems like Tyreek Hill is going to have his opportunities just eat all night long.
All right, who will we see score a touchdown? Maybe it's Robinson. Where's Travis Kelce, Ben? Come on, first and goal. Here's Mahomes. Play action. Looking end zone. Maybe not. To the right side, is that the tight end to Blake Bell?
It is. Interesting play calling there by Andy Reid to have Travis Kelce pass block in that play and Bell kind of emerge out of the backfield in the flat, going for some trickery there, some John Madden trickeration, if you will. Didn't work. Maybe just throw it to Travis Kelce.
Too wide left, Kelce alone, right side, bottom of your screen. Mahomes throws, caught, touchdown, Chiefs. Right over the middle, and look who it is, DeMarcus Robinson of value is being huge right now in this game.
Well, I guess we already know who the big value play of tonight's simulation is going to be. It's going to be a tough task for anyone to get close to the production we've already seen from DeMarcus Robinson, who is now over 70 yards receiving with a touchdown, with 5 receptions. That's some incredible stuff from the wide receiver 3 on the Chiefs, and someone who is just really working out for anyone who tried to save salary that way.
Butker, extra point is good, and now Kansas City leads by 6. All right. That is the second touchdown for DeMarcus Robinson in our streams. Last time out against Seattle, we talked so much about Watkins and Hill, and they deserve it. Robinson had a sneaky 11.5 points in that Seahawks game. This time he's doing a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, like I said, it's right now a lot of football left, high-powered offenses, so probably a lot of points left to score. But if you don't have DeMarcus Robinson in a couple lineups, you're feeling a little queasy. Dinner's not sitting too well after that touchdown reception.
No, it is not. But we're getting points. That's all we can ask for. No punts yet in this one, which is great. All right, so back come the Saints, 2:16. Now this is like clockwork for Drew Brees. You got to go 70 yards in 2:16 with the 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts. Piece of cake.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 timeouts for both teams and the 2-minute warning. Ideally, we see the Saints score relatively quickly here and maybe even give the Chiefs some time to have their own drive before halftime. We'll see what happens.
Michael Thomas, bottom left. I think that was Kamara who spun out and flexed as a running back to receiver. Incomplete either way. 2nd and 10. He's Garion Thorne. I'm Brendan Glashee. Once again, it's Madden After Dark, Thursday night, wrapping up the 6-game classic, the late slate, 3 games, which is for $2,000 in DK prizes. The 6-game classic is for $3,000, and of course, the $1,000 DK showdown. Brees throws an interception. He threw it right to him, and it's picked off by the Chiefs. They have
believe
so
that's
much room.
John
Daniel
Sorensen?
Sorensen. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
What a game-changing play. I was just going to say the Chiefs sent a six-man rush formation. They blitzed from the corner spot, didn't get to the quarterback. You felt like they were going to be gashed up by Drew Brees, and then Sorensen makes a huge play, picking that ball off and intended for Traquan Smith and taking it all the way back to the end zone. I would have to think not a lot of people had the courage to roster Chiefs defense in a game against Drew Brees, but it would have paid off.
Is Spice Adams in the chat?
Is he?
Anthony Spice Adams is in the chat. He said, "What up, good peoples?"
Amazing.
You gotta be kidding me. It's now 20-7. Spice Adams is in the chat. Spice, the defense is here, my friend. We just got your boy, maybe he isn't, Daniel Sorensen, picking off a pass intended for Traquan Smith, and he takes it to the house, and now the Chiefs lead by 13.
Well, I figured the Chiefs might have a shot to score another touchdown before the half. I was thinking that would be because the Saints drove it down the field, but hey, for the 4.7% of you, courageous enough to put the Chiefs defense in your lineup, for the 0.5% of you who put them in a captain spot, what a call. Good for you guys.
Spice Adams in the chat. That is phenomenal. Spice, how many likes do we have to get to for you to do some squats on the rack tonight? Let's see if he says anything. New Orleans got to stop playing. Let's go. Spice Adams has come to Madden After Dark.
Like you said, Glash, anything can happen Madden After Dark. We say any given sim day, that's multiplied by 300 during Madden After Dark.
Phenomenal. 2 minutes. Breeze back out there, so he overthrows a receiver. And
another
duck to no one.
I mean, again, his ratings across the board are phenomenal. So the fact that he doesn't have access to one of his many superstar traits probably shouldn't be that big a deterrent when you think about rostering Drew Brees. However, this is now, and it's only been half a game, we understand that. This is now the third time on the road he's looked at least a little shaky. So definitely something to maybe keep in mind as the Saints continue to play these simulations away from New Orleans.
Spice says, I ain't doing any more squats. That is phenomenal. 1st and 10. Well, if you've got questions for Spice Adams, he's our third man. He's like Booger McFarland. He's up and down the sim scooter, or whatever you call that thing, up and down the sidelines. As Breeze is back to throw 1st and 10. A laser beam caught Michael Thomas to the 48. And the Saints are marching in to Kansas City territory.
Still have 3 timeouts, but again, if you're feeling comfortable about the amount of time left on the clock, be warned. We have seen the AI make some questionable decisions when it comes to clock management, so we're still sweating this out in terms of the Saints possibly having enough time to get in the end zone.
Breeze, bullet pass. Now they're inside the 25. Quick timeout. This is what we're looking for, Garion.
Yep.
If we get a score right here, Spice, my fingers look better than Boogers. Oh, he's listening to everything I say. I got to be careful. Spice, do you have your Bears uniform on or what? As Drew Brees now has the X Factor ignited. Drew Brees' X Factor fearless. Accuracy is turned up the notch. Middle of the field.
Oh.
Up as he went left side, intended for Michael Thomas. 2nd and 10.
So rare to see. As you mentioned, that was not on Drew Brees. An entirely accurate throw. Only Michael Thomas could make that catch. And you would assume 99 times out of 100, Michael Thomas makes that catch even in double coverage. Would have had him a yard short, but that is a huge missed opportunity for the Saints.
The X Factor remains lit for Drew Brees. The pressure will not affect him. Left side, not even close.
Again, this is, if we were talking about, I don't know, Jameis Winston, or to even go down to someone like Jacoby Brissett or Andy Dalton, you would understand these overthrows, but Drew Brees is the most accurate quarterback in Madden. This is some really weird stuff, especially considering he's not really under pressure either.
All right, he hasn't lost the factor yet. A sack or a fumble or a pick causes that. Shuffles right side. Back of the end zone. That is caught. Oh, Come on, that's a touchdown.
And
Traquan Smith, what a catch.
That would have completely changed the context of this entire slate. If Traquan Smith catches his second touchdown on top of DeMarcus Robinson having a touchdown, I mean, that's a weird-looking lineup, but it's definitely a lineup someone had out there, but could not get both feet in past Rashad Breeland. Guess we're settling for a field goal.
Oh, now it's inside 2 minutes before the half. You can't challenge. No booth review. Now, look, 1 foot might have been on the white, but, man, that was close.
I mean, correct me if you've maybe seen this, Glash, but I was thinking as this was happening, I've only seen touchdowns taken away. I feel like when it's called incomplete on the field, I've yet to see it be challenged. So it seems like it's got to be called a touchdown on the field for you to have any chance at that sort of thing.
Yeah, but you saw it at the end of your game. I know Sanu was nowhere close, the Niners-Pats game. Like, he caught that ball, but just nothing, right? They moved on. I know that play was way less controversial than that catch in traffic. It was a lot closer, but they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So. Spice Adams is still here. It's amazing. He's staying up late. It's almost 11 o'clock, and that's a reason to hit the like button.
I would say so.
Spice. Well, Spice Adams, I will remind him, he has a catch rating of 14 as a defensive tackle. I'm not sure he would have caught that ball, but he kept his feet in bounds, though. He has great agility. Come on, Spice. And Spice, reminder to Spice that his overall rating in Madden 2012 was an 81. And that was actually the season after he retired. So that was his best overall after he left the sport. How does that work?
Getting better with age. He's like a fine wine, Glash.
Now he's telling everybody to say hi to Carol Baskin. As Mahomes is back out. 3 timeouts. Whoa, left side, Tyreek! Tyreek Hill, touchdown, Kansas City! Oh, boy!
We have seen that out route work time and time again. And if you give Tyreek Hill even a modicum of space, he is going to burn you, as we see right there. 2 Saints trailing, no chance to catch up, as they don't even need all 43 seconds, Glash. They use just 8. They get it done on 1 play. 27 points in the first half. As you mentioned, they don't need a lot of time to score.
Wow. The speed, 99 in Madden, and he just used every ounce of it to outrun the defense. What a play. There you go, Garion. Andy Reid is now a little more aggressive, and we see it right there.
I mean, look, you're half joking about the aggressiveness, but how many times have we seen a team come out with 40, 30 seconds left in the half, and they run draw on first down even though they've got 3 timeouts? Not Andy Reid. He goes to the air, and we see Tyreek Hill do what Tyreek Hill does best. We got our fireworks, and hopefully this means that Drew Brees is going to have to be super aggressive in the second half.
Unreal. There we go, 27-10. Now, if the Saints could deliver on the other end, we're in for a great Madden After Dark game. Spice, have your eyebrows grew back. No, Spice, they have not. I'm still working on that. Because he joined us a week ago tomorrow. So it'll be 3 weeks to the day. So Spice was not going to say anything until I told him, do you notice something weird about my face? And he's like, well, I wasn't going to say anything until you did. But yeah,
that's the way you got to go, I think. That's the proper social discourse. So once again, Spice doing the right thing, killing it in the chat, killing it on the game call. So we'll have to have Spice back at some point.
Literally, I think he wants back in. He's hanging. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Here we go.
All right, come on. 30 seconds. 2 timeouts for Drew Brees. He's a dude that motivates himself pretty easily. I'm sure he's motivated to chuck it. Here we go. X Factor's still lit for Drew Brees. That is a surprise. But no sack, no fumble, or no pick. So stays lit.
Ugh.
Alvin Kamara. Now they have timeouts. There's a flag. Or maybe
is that going to be a face mask? Possibly. It is. Here we go.
Wow. That'll help.
That's a huge play as the Saints are now going to be right around midfield. Maybe we see Ted Ginn Jr., who's been relatively consistent in these streams. I mean, as a deep threat, very still pretty fast in this game despite his veteran status. So it'd be a good time for him to step up.
Michael Thomas, bottom of the screen for Breeze. 3-step drop, right side, open man. That is a first down. Nice play. I think that time it was Latavius Murray.
Yeah, I think that was Murray. Interesting to see him in there in an obvious passing situation.
So I don't know if Spice will believe me, but Spice, I also engraved a horseshoe on the back of my head with some hair tools. He says I have nothing to do.
So, Glash, I wanted to ask you about this actually, because you weren't on the call earlier for Tampa Bay, Cleveland.
Got him! Whoa. First down. Nice ball. Michael Thomas.
Great throw there from Drew Brees, just dropping it in over the coverage. But that game had a shutout, and we were having a little debate in the office about how would you go about shaving the Browns logo into the back of your head, because they don't really have a logo.
It's a good question. And dyeing your hair brown really isn't that much of a challenge, right?
It's a tough one. Something to ponder if you ever get the Browns in the future.
Spice, do you want to come on the broadcast? Yes or no? Yes or no question. Breeze to the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Thomas. Oh, what a first half. The shootout is in progress, people.
We prayed to the Madden gods for points in this game. And again, we have seen some disappointments on this 6-game slate. I know I thought maybe we'd see some bad defense points being scored with Detroit, Cincinnati. None of that happened. I figured, I don't know, Tampa Bay, Cleveland would probably be a pretty fun game. It was not for the Browns, who scored 0 points. We are finally getting those points. Gotta love Madden After Dark.
All right, lots on for the extra point, and now it's a 10-point game. Would you look at that, people? Would you look at that? 44, am I doing my math right? 44 combined points?
You are correct.
All right, I was getting nervous for a second. 44 points in the first half, 2 high-quality teams. Spice says, how do I get on? Spice,
here we go.
Spice, sit tight. We're getting you a link. Wow, this is what I'm looking for Madden After Dark. We're doing something new every night on Madden After Dark. Spice Adams is watching on YouTube, and he might be joining us. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, people. And we still have 9 seconds here.
I know. How are we ever going to have another game of Madden? Like this has to be the pinnacle, right?
It's awesome. It's awesome. Let's hope we get him on. Here we go. Any given sim day. Take a knee. All right, we're going to run it. Mahomes could still chuck it. Garion, remind me, who got the ball first? I already forget.
I believe. Oh, the Chiefs. The Chiefs got the ball first and kicked a field goal. So
They're going to take a knee.
That's unfortunate. But still, it can't. You know what? If that's the worst thing that happened this half, that's fine, because we had some highlight moments. We got 44 points on the board. We got a full half left with these 2 dynamic quarterbacks. This is going to be really good.
All right. What a first half. 44 points. Both quarterbacks, Breeze got his mojo back. Mahomes to Tyreek Hill to Demarcus Robinson, a defensive touchdown, a pick 6, and Spice Adams is in the chat. Brendan Glasheen, Garion Thorne. This was not planned.
No.
We promise you that. Spice Adams is into Madden After Dark.
Why wouldn't he be? If we're going to get these kind of games, if we're going to get this level of production for the quarterbacks, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he's less than 75 yards away from the 300-yard bonus. We got 16 minutes of football left.
Unreal. Unreal stuff. So the scores are being updated manually. We appreciate you guys being here. It's kind of funny because Spice played for the Niners. You would have thought maybe he'll hop in on the Niners-Pats game, but he's here. He's here to hang out for Chiefs and Saints, and that was a highly entertaining first half. We'll see what we get. Spice, for working on it. And guys, smash that like button. What a first half. 16 minutes of Madden, and we're getting all the good stuff at Sim Arrowhead Stadium in virtual Kansas City.
Yeah, this game has pretty much exceeded all my expectations. And again, we had high expectations for a matchup between these 2 prolific offenses, but, we've been let down before by 2 quarterbacks squaring off. I really think the only other time we've seen 2 quote-unquote playoff teams score this kind of or score at this level was that Patriots-Texans game where Tom Brady threw for 6 touchdowns. So this is kind of unprecedented territory, and I'm all for it.
So Spice, people that are asking in the chat, who is Spice Adams? And Spice is just, he's messing with everybody. Exactly. Like, who is that guy? Spice Adams used to play football, ladies and gentlemen. He was the defensive tackle for the Bears and the Niners. He was on one of our sims last Friday, and he admitted he has nothing to do. So he has come to hang out, and he's picked a good one to tune into. Kansas City up 27-17. New Orleans is going to get the ball to start the second half, and he's a great follow on Twitter and Instagram. He's a social media guru, Spice Adams. Check him out. The CPU be tripping in these games from Anthony Adams.
It's not wrong. This game's insane.
All right. I'm honestly at a loss for words because I'm so focused on the game, and I'm like, I got to watch Spice and see what he's talking about. Like, well, mine is blown right now.
Well, I think we're all hoping that the Saints can take this ball, get this down to a one-possession game, keep this thing close, because we all know nothing better on Madden After Dark than a little overtime football. So gotta also keep that in the cards by keeping this game close.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Drew Brees coming off the touchdown drive to Michael Thomas, who, by the way, has now scored a touchdown in 5 consecutive DraftKings Madden Sims. X Factor still lit. A handoff to Alvin Kamara. 3 carries, 21 yards. I mean, Thomas has been crushing it. Never mind 5 straight games with a touchdown. Now 7 touchdowns, Garion, in the last 5 fantasy Madden streams.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. And I think maybe the yardage hasn't been there each and every time, but if he's going to get into the end zone, that just gives him such a high floor as a DFS asset.
Kamara once more on 2nd and 8. Now, I don't like this conservative approach, down 10.
Yeah, that was really the Achilles heel of that Patriots-49ers game. It was that we saw so much rushing from both sides of the football that time just ticked away. We didn't have that many drives. So let's keep things in the air here. Let's keep things moving down the field. Let's get that excitement going from the first half.
Here's Brees, dumps middle of the field, 1st down and more for New Orleans, inside the 30. Nice pickup there, Jared Cook. The second half is cooking. We're at the 22.
Just incredible play there from Jared Cook, who has been almost as consistent as Michael Thomas in these simulations and checked in at a very enticing price point at just $7,200. Only 2 catches so far in this game, but 2 huge catches as he is already closing in on that 100-yard bonus.
Hey, Spice, check your DMs on Twitter. There's a link for you, sir. Enter Sim Kansas City. Come hang out at Sim Arrowhead Stadium. Spice Adams might be crashing the party. We'll see. Kamara up the middle. Now he's at the 15. Another gain of 7. If you don't see it, Spice, I can send it to you as well. But hopefully he gets it.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. As we get would that be the first 3-man booth I think we've had aside from?
Aside from Kaufman's internet.
One too early.
Aside from Kaufman's internet going out, and I had to save his butt and hop on for him. That's it. As Brees fires, Thomas.
Oh!
He's in! Touchdown! Michael Thomas. Another 2-touchdown game.
Not taking no for an answer. That's right, young man. You flex because you had the strength to get in there. Breaks 2 tackles, gets over the goal line, and we now have a 27-24 game. Michael Thomas, huge price tag coming in this one, $10,600. But if you faded him, if you faded Tyreek Hill, that is a tough spot to be right now, as they are both coming through as superstar wide receivers tend to do.
Unreal stuff right now at Sim Arrowhead Stadium. Michael Thomas, in our last sim against the Ravens, 2 touchdowns, was unreal in that game, and he's at it again. At it again at Arrowhead. He now has 8 touchdowns in our simulations.
And he had that drop down by the goal line. He ended up making up for that by catching the touchdown anyway, but seems like right now, target 1A and target 1B, when the Saints get in the red zone, is Michael Thomas. Heck, you'll even remember for Traquan Smith, his first touchdown, Michael Thomas was also wide open. So we could be looking at pretty rarefied air here. I think we've had a couple receivers. I think Odell Beckham's done it. I think Robbie Anderson has gotten 3 touchdowns in one game, but it is not something that happens a lot in these simulations.
Almost 2,000 watching on YouTube. Got to shout out Billy Delaney and our production team. He was telling us before this one started, we have a chance between 2 good teams to finally see a shootout, and that is what we have. Madden After Dark, everybody. Just more than 2 minutes in, third quarter. Mahomes v. Brees. Drew Brees has found his rhythm. Let's see what kind of response Patrick Mahomes has.
And at this point, I mean, yes, he's still got 74 yards to go, but I think we can almost lock Mahomes into that 300-yard bonus. He was the higher owned of these 2 quarterbacks, almost at 70% ownership in the flex spot, where Brees was about 47%. So for a lot of people who rostered Mahomes, as he is chalk in this slate, you're going to need him to probably go off for about 3 touchdowns and hit that 300-yard bonus. That's definitely in play. But, you know, he's got the perfect quarterback rating at the half, so we can't really put anything past him at this point.
All right, people are chanting in the chat for Spice. We're working on it. Hopefully he comes on. Jim Gallagher on YouTube says, I need Williams to score. Well, running backs have they've been a sideshow.
Not a big running back game so far tonight.
No, but even Alvin Kamara's not running it terribly. It's better to throw it. Here's Mahomes, right side, first down. There's the speed again. Tyreek Hill, 99 speed, and just like that, the Chiefs are in Saints territory.
If you do not get to Patrick Mahomes, if you give Tyreek Hill enough time to start going schoolyard and just running across the middle of the field, no one can cover this guy, especially P.J. Williams. So that is a mismatch every single day. And hey, there's Travis Kelce making a block. Haven't seen a lot of Travis Kelce action in this game, but at least he's still getting in there, fighting for his teammates.
Tyreek Hill approaching 150 receiving yards. He was dynamite last time out against the Seahawks. That was on Monday night. 1st and 10 from the 44. We're only 3 minutes into the third. It's been phenomenal. There's Travis Kelce. They haven't even called this guy's name, I think, the whole night.
Second catch. I think his first catch was for a yard. His second catch is for 3 yards. So he's improving. I would still say for a lot of people out there who rostered this guy. And again, remember, he was captained in, I believe, 20% of lineups, which is a massive number for captain ownership. It was an enticing price point, his cheapest price point of any simulation we've seen him yet, but he has been underwhelming to say the least.
And like you said, cheaper than normal, $8,200 in the flex for the showdown, which is a share of 1,000 DK dollars. 2nd and 7, 41-yard line. Here's Mahomes all the time, a bullet to the middle of the field, intended for Watkins, incomplete.
Threw that one into tight coverage, and that's really the first time we've maybe seen Mahomes make a questionable read and throw a ball that really had a chance to be intercepted. Big third down here. We have seen this offense stall out slightly when it gets to this side. Again, all 27 points are not Mahomes. There is a pick 6. We have a defensive touchdown for the Chiefs if you're just tuning in with us.
Mahomes to Kelce, first down. They're at the 23. You know, Patrick Mahomes, the Madden cover, some criticisms, including me. He was not great in these sims going into our Monday night game on the road at Seattle. His fourth quarter was marvelous, and right now he is crushing it. And do we have our third member?
We do.
Come on, man. Spice Adams is crashing the party. What's up?
I'm in this thing, man. Yeah. Y'all thought it was a game. I'm in this thing, baby.
Oh, so the minute I call out your catch rating and you want in.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got that bra button? You have it ready to go?
Man, where that joint go, man? I think my kids came in here and got me, man. Hold up. Let me get right.
Here's Mahomes. He gets sacked. That hasn't happened tonight until now.
Yeah, it's, you know, Spice comes in. We start to see a little bit of defense. That has to be a little bit more than coincidence.
I'm in this thing, man. What's up with y'all, man?
Doing good. Hair's growing back.
Not really. Not fast.
Yeah, now you get an up-close look. It's not coming in swiftly.
Sheesh.
All right, people.
Crazy.
Spice Adams is here. Smash that like button and hit subscribe.
I'm in this thing, man. Oh, you gonna talk to him on the sideline like that, man? Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. I need you, man. I need you. You can't keep jumping off sides, man.
So Spice, what are your takeaways from this one right now?
Man, watch this thing about to go to overtime, man. These games always do, man.
All right.
Oh!
Ooh.
Get some.
Like you said, Glash, we've seen nothing get going on the ground so far. And honestly, Patrick Mahomes, perfect quarterback rating at halftime. Why are you running the football?
Man, you gotta run, man. Gotta run.
Ooh.
So your fingers aren't as big as Boogers?
Man, Boogers, all his fingers is just like throwing up the west side. I got one finger that's just like crazy, but all his fingers is just like banging. I don't know how he put on glove. Oh, that's a nice play call.
Damian Williams to the 20. All right. So Spice, this is Madden After Dark. We're doing 6 games a day, and this is our 6th one of Thursday.
Word.
So you clearly had nothing else to do. We're so happy that you decided to stop by.
Man, I was chilling, man, eating some Pringles.
Nice.
All right, man, let me hop up on this live, man. See what y'all talking about. See if your eyebrows grew back, and you still struggling out here, man.
Yeah,
I mean, Spice, you didn't see him. You saw him at 2 weeks. Imagine seeing him at 3 days. It's terrifying.
Oh man, I'm sure that was nasty, man.
You gotta send a pic, Glash.
Hey, look, I played at Arrowhead Stadium, and I was like, man, it can't be as loud as everybody said it is.
All right, Spice, I'm sending you a photo right now of the back of my head.
Bruh, it is loud. You can't even talk to yourself. You can't even hear yourself talk to you.
Because of how loud it is there?
Oh my God. Then they do the Star Spangled Banner. In the home of the... You're prepared to say brave, and everybody there is like, jeez. You're like, what just happened? Stealth bombers be flying over you. Man, that junk is wild. So there in Seattle is crazy.
Well, that was like one of the better moments of last season, or at least one of the more memorable moments, when the Patriots lose Week 17, and you've got the entire Chiefs crowd so tuned in, they already know what's going on halfway across the country, and they're cheering for 2 games simultaneously. They get so into it.
Man, everybody love when the Patriots lose. I think everybody was celebrating. Yeah! Get out of here. Come on, Drew Brees.
Glash, I had not seen that photo yet.
Are you a big Breeze fan, Spice?
That's my dude, man. Played against him at Purdue.
Oh, word.
That's my guy, man.
Who dat? X Factor's still lit.
Man, I had
27.
I had a great game against Purdue. It was like 2002, I think it was 2001, something like that. I don't know. We had played them after we played Ohio State, and I was on fire. I was, whoo! I wish I had that game, boy. I was on fire.
Wow. That's why they call you Spice.
Yeah, man, I was in fuego. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Alvin Kamara, first down.
You gotta keep feeding Kamara, man. You seen him on that video? He had like the bar, and he had like some kettlebells and rubber bands, and he was trying to like walk forward. He looked like how people look when they walk out the bar.
Dude is unbelievable.
Oh man, his balance is crazy, man. I watch running backs, man. I'm a big fan of running backs.
Adrian Peterson was the guy you had the hardest time stopping, right?
Oh my gosh, man. That dude is an animal. He's an animal, bro. Like, you make one mistake, him and like LaDainian, you make one mistake,
okay,
those dudes, get out of there.
All right, Spice
Well,
Adams.
You looking for a picture? You said?
What's that? Yeah, I sent a picture to your Twitter.
Oh, okay. I don't even know. Y'all getting my full attention right now. I wasn't even on it.
All good. Here's Breeze, another handoff. So, Garion, what up with the conservative approach all of a sudden? Oh, he's laughing. He just looked at it.
See, I do want to ask you a question, because this is the first time I've seen this photo too. I feel like in my head, when people said Glass shaved a horseshoe into the back of his head, I figured you shaved the hair away in the shape of a horseshoe. Not that you shaved all the hair around a horseshoe. What was the thinking on that?
Oh, this is a horseshoe.
Yeah, because the Colts were doing a sim, and the Colts got shut out after scoring 35 against the Jets and 38 against Denver on the road. So I said, so the third quarter, I'm like, the Colts are going to score. Turns out they didn't score.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Because, Spice, I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, and the least I can do is just have a little fun with. I'm not going to see anybody. I mean, I know I can talk to you guys over the camera, but I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So what the heck? I'll hide it in the back of my head.
You are a glutton for punishment. That's what you are, my friend. A glutton for punishment. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, they keep running. Ever since you got here, all they do is run now.
That's what you got to do. Got to run, man. You run, set up that play action, baby.
Yeah, they're both very good at that, both quarterbacks.
Saints about to win this thing, man. You heard it from here. Saints about to win this thing.
All right. End of 3 quarters. So we'll take a little break. We're going to stay here with everybody. So Spice Adams has arrived, people.
I'm in this thing.
Spice, what have you been up to since we last did a game? What's some stuff you can promote to the people?
Man, I've just been working out, man. Been on Instagram Live, showing everybody my workout. I've been jumping rope and stuff like that. Boxing, shadow box. I shadow box with like 1 pound gloves on. And I get after it, man. I'm down now, probably like 90 pounds.
For real?
I was like 380, man. I was walking around here. Ain't nobody even saying nothing, man. Damn. Everybody was just looking at me like, man, you be eating, huh? That's all they were saying. But nobody's like, hey, dog, you might want to push back a little bit, man, on the meals, man. Nobody was saying that. Because I look at all the old videos and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I look like 2 people.
So you're saying that your Madden ratings should now be better because of everything you've been doing?
I should be 100 in every category, especially awareness.
Man, I think anyone who's going to leave this quarantine in better shape than when they started it, their Madden rating should be 90, because I feel like a lot of dad bods are going to be out here in the world in a couple months.
Many are called, few are chosen. I'm one of the chosen out here, man. Look at, man. They can hear me. They can't see this, but look at the definition, dog.
Yeah, me too.
The definition. Look at my horseshoe. That's a horseshoe.
There you go.
All right, let's show the horseshoe to the people because now people are asking for it.
That's a horseshoe.
They're like, what are you talking about?
That's a U, my friend. You got a U.
It does look like a Miami U.
Seems like I think we've got a lot of people asking for you to shave 2 eyes in there to just make it the smiley face that it so clearly is.
Man.
So we'll see how that develops.
You should have never gave me this, man. My Photoshop game is off the chart.
Uh-oh. There it is. So to explain what happened, the Colts got shut out, and I said, all right, well, we'll etch a horseshoe in the back of my head, and we did it.
Did you make that shower curtain yourself?
What's that?
Did you make that shower curtain I'm looking at?
No. Bought it at the store. Spice, I got to ask you something. Do you remember when we saw you down in Miami at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You had a good time, right? At the DK house?
I had a great time.
That's good.
Christian McCaffrey, it was a great time.
Yeah, you guys were playing games, right? Did you end up beating him in anything or what?
Man, can't nobody really. When it comes to games of taking score, I'm going to win, bro. That's just how it goes.
He was our DraftKings Fantasy Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Now Breeze is going to throw. All right, nice ball.
I saw that. I used to play fantasy while I was a player.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I feel like every time you hear a story, it's always like different sports. Like baseball guys play a lot of fantasy football. Football guys play a lot of fantasy basketball. It's cool to hear that.
I was playing, bro, like for real. And I had a strategy and everything. Because at first I thought it was stupid. I was like, man, fantasy sport, this is stupid. Nobody wants to do that. And then I started playing just like off a dare, where they're like, I dare you to play one time. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So then I really got into it. So we would be in the huddle and they would show like highlights whenever it was like a TV timeout. And
yeah.
So I would be in the huddle like, yes, go Larry Fitzgerald, go. I'd be like, go Antonio Gates, go. Like you would think like, we were about to score a touchdown or something. I'd be in the huddle just jumping up and down. Like, what's wrong with this dude? But I used to bench all the quarterbacks we played And they're paying off for me.
X Factor is still lit for Breeze. It's a one-score game in virtual Kansas City. Spice Adams is here.
Breeze is on fire, man.
Yeah, the X Factor's lit. You played Madden, right, Spice?
Yeah. I'm all right. I'm nice.
You're 100, I thought.
I should be 100. They pencil whipping me, man. You call it pencil whipping.
Back to throw. Trying to
look at
take
that
the game.
Yeah, all the time. Inaccurate. Still. Ooh. Come on, man. Yeah, shake and bake out there, baby.
He's only 5 yards from that 300-yard bonus, too, Glash. So we could be looking at the third touchdown and 3 extra bonus points if he can get this thing in there. So
Breeze about to get it done right here on a slant. Slant to Michael Thomas.
All right, so he's already got 2 touchdowns. So you're calling a 3-touchdown game for Michael Thomas.
3 tugs right here.
All right, here it comes. You guys heard Spice. Let's see if he's
Yeah,
got
they're
Tony.
in the huddle right now. Come on, man.
Let's see if he's got the Romo instincts.
Oh, it's happening. Oh, shotgun. Okay, back offset to the right. Here we go. Second and go.
we got Thomas in the slot, though. You could be right. This could be a drag right
There
here.
we go. Oh, he ran out. What you doing? Oh, there goes Alvin.
Alvin
right there.
Kamara was open.
What is this computer doing?
Oh!
Traquan
Oh.
Smith to the 1.
That would have been Smith's second of the game, but we do get Breeze over that 300-yard bonus, so that's a touchdown.
Did you
maybe-
see how wide open Alvin Kamara was? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
This computer tripping, bro.
Hit the button.
This computer tripping, dog. Look, he's still open. Oh, my God.
So maybe we see Latavius Murray here. That could be kind of the vulture situation where he does come in a goal line
nice.
situation, so we'll see.
Red flag. I just saw, man. Michael Thomas got on white shoes, man, with the spat. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry.
Single coverage for Thomas. Bottom of the screen. Kamara in the running back.
Ooh, what are you going to do? They about to run. Wow.
Puts Ted Ginn in motion.
Told you.
Kamara.
Oh,
What?
he had the hole.
Kamara would never make that decision right there. They quarterback, they ain't cheating, man.
Do you go for it on 4th and 1 down 6?
This computer.
Oh, that's a
probably
great
will.
question.
This computer probably will.
Now, if we want overtime, like Spice says, they kick the field goal. That way, when they get the ball again, they kick another field goal.
Man, we got to put this out there. Sorensen makes that tackle. I mean, this dude's already got a pick 6 for a touchdown. Makes a goal line stand there. He's having a heck of a game.
Oh,
They're going for it. Let's go.
And he going shotgun. Too bad. Oh, my God.
Thomas. Watch.
Oh, my.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? Offsides? Or a false start? Wow.
What?
Now they're back up to the 5.
And he's still going to go for it, huh?
This is stunning. Breeze.
Oh, there it is.
He's open. Kamara. Touchdown.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. So Breeze got 3 touchdowns?
Yep.
Nice.
Your boy.
Breeze out there balling.
And an extra point
go.
away.
Hey, they probably going to go for 2 or something crazy, too. Like, just kick the extra point, bruh.
Man, the AI in this game is insane.
I mean, going for 2 doesn't do any good, right? Just kick the extra point.
Exactly.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right. They be doing some crazy stuff sometimes, man.
Wow. Madden After Dark. This is phenomenal.
31. Come on,
Spice Adams is in the house. Garion Thorne, Brendan Glasheen. Unannounced, Spice just shows up in the chat, hanging out with all you guys, and he's like, I want to get in here.
man. Yeah, man, I'm in the upper room. The upper room. When
This thing, Glash, you told, like, again, my first 10 p.m. game, I'm hearing all these stories. Madden After Dark's insane. And you undersold it somehow. This has been insane.
That's the, we're being told 4 touchdowns for Breeze.
Let's
He's
go,
got
baby.
Two, wow, Spice has his shirt off. Oh, my
Let's
God.
go. Woo!
2 touchdowns to Thomas, Traquan Smith, and then the Kamara. That's 4.
Kamara, yeah.
So
And again,
4
he's the
touchdowns.
lower owned of the 2 quarterbacks, so huge variance play on this slate. I mean, it's weird to say Breeze is a variance play, but that's how it's playing out.
Right?
Guys,
Like,
I've been working on my traps, man.
Clearly. Wow.
Yeah,
chest looks good.
Trying to get the Goldberg going, man. You know what I'm saying? Since NFL don't want me, I gotta go WWE, man. Gronk did it. I gotta try to find a way, man. So I don't know what to do, guys.
Is that your next adventure when we get out of quarantine? You're going to go to the WWE?
Why not? Why not?
Wow, breaking news.
I ain't scared.
What a dump pass to Williams.
Well, I mean, Gronk's title has to be vacated or something, so up for grabs. Why not go to the WWE?
You can get it anytime, man. The 24/7 title, I'm told.
That's true, yeah.
Guard.
It's got to find Gronk somewhere.
Yeah, it ain't hard to find now. You signed with Tampa. Or should I say Tomka?
Oh! Kelsey, juking.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you got juked by Kelsey. That's about right. Can't really be mad at that.
You guys can find Spice on the socials at Spice Adams. I think he's pretty funny. Usually pretty funny.
You're not going to think that when he photoshops that photo of the back of your head, but
yeah, I'm kind of scared what he's going to do with that now.
Man, I'm gonna do something with that back hair you ain't cut off.
Yeah, I got enough hair on my back to make 8 arms.
Oh man, they need to stop right here, man. Come on, they're playing around. Let's go. Oh!
Yikes!
Come on, man.
almost set up that perfect screen pass. I think if Williams catches that, he's got the cavalry going in the end zone.
You knew that was a screen right there, man. You came through man. You can't do untouched. Something is up.
If you guys are enjoying this, give us a like and hit the subscribe button for Spice Adams hanging out. Madden After Dark. 2nd and 10 Mahomes. Looking to toss the pill. Tossing the pill, dumps it off to Williams.
Nice. Okay. Now we what? 3rd and 5? 3rd and 6. Okay. Don't jump off sides. Come on. Rush the pass. Come on. Let's go, Cam. Where Cam at, man? You got an X on yet? You got to be hot right now.
Cam Jordan?
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, on the edge.
Oh, nice little shake and bake. Get off the block.
First down. He fumbled it, though. Picked up by New Orleans.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who fumbled the ball? Was it Watkins?
Yeah.
He
Wow.
recovered it? Did he recover it?
No, New Orleans did.
Maybe we get a challenge here, though. I mean, that's close.
It's too calm right now. They challenging it.
Bruh.
Yeah, we're not
Oh, he's down.
Oh, yeah. They were too calm. Hold on, Breeze is strolling out there now. Hold on. Breeze got 4 TDs.
Yeah, one to Traquan.
Booth review. BOOF. Booth.
What'd you guys do on the field for those like 7-minute booth reviews? How are you out there killing time?
Oh yeah, I stretch. I stretch those creamy hamstrings. Yeah, so I'll be ready. I'll be out there cracking jokes. I'll be trying to get in the offense huddle. And then I might know somebody too, so I might have hooked them up with some tickets if it's a home game. Because you get terrible tickets when you go to a away game. So the dudes I know, I might hook them up with some tickets. So I might be talking to them like, hey, bro, you owe me $150.
Kelsey, nice juke for the first down. Are you kidding? Wait, you serious?
Well,
Spice?
What?
You serious what you just said?
About tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to get them for the game start. Run my money.
We have to come meet you in Chicago when this is all over.
What is Cam doing, bro? Oh, my God.
That almost looked like a clip from Damian Williams. Cam Jordan had a clear path to the quarterback.
And they just threw it to Anthony Sherman, the fullback.
And then it almost looked like it was a clip. You about to get a FedEx in his locker, man.
Wow.
That's a fine, dude. You get to the United Way. That's about a $5,000 fine right there. Oh, what is going on?
Come on, fellas.
2-minute warning.
Y'all heard that, man? My computer in here tripping, bro. Y'all heard that?
Yeah, we heard you, yeah.
Oh, snap.
Just the 2-minute warning alarm.
I need some more memory, man. I be shooting too many videos on this thing.
All right. 1st and goal from the 8. Can Kansas City take the lead?
It's a pick right here.
They put Watkins in motion. Look at this. Little wheel. Damian Williams.
A little razzle-dazzle, huh? Okay, a little smoke and mirrors. That's it.
Demario Davis, who is a superstar on the defense for New Orleans with the stop.
Only 29 yards rushing for Damian Williams so far, but 4 catches, about 40 yards receiving. So he has had a little bit of an impact as a pass catcher, but tough to run in this Saints front 7.
Ooh, let's go. Alonzo about to have a good game. He got the black spat on. Oh,
they're going for the touchdown. Love it. Back in the end zone. Oh, 3 guys were open.
Looked like they had Kelsey just standing in the back of the end zone. Weird decision from Mahomes there.
Dude, come on, bro. 3rd and goal. Let's go.
From the 7. Kansas City does not want to settle for a field goal. They want a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, bottom of the screen.
Let's go.
Hand off to Williams. They're going to take the free.
No, sir.
I'm gonna hit you all.
Can't feel safe. 90 seconds left. Drew Brees on the other side of the field.
Block the field.
I know you got to kick the field goal here, but wow.
Block it. Block it.
We have seen a fake field goal tonight in the simulations. We saw who was it? San Francisco ran a fake, so maybe that's on the table.
Yeah, down 1 in the 4th.
Still a lot of time.
Yeah.
You got 125 with Drew Brees. Come on, man. And you might get a nice return too.
You calling it right now? Saints come back down here and score?
Oh yeah, they got to.
So,
Give them a win.
Spice, I want you to call this kickoff return. We're being asked if you can do a call in a Teddy Riley voice.
Teddy Riley. Oh man, it's crazy that y'all say that, man. Bless everybody that's watching right now. We got my man Andy Reid. He's talking to the ref right now. I don't know what he's saying. Probably trying to slip him some money so that he can, get some calls. But that's illegal, guys. It just broke the huddle. Okay, here we go. It's about to go down right here. I think it's going to be a return of the ball right here. I saw this kicker's leg, and I'm really not impressed. Okay, here we go right now. He's setting up kick. Boom. All right. Yep. Teddy Riley, everybody. Okay, here we go. He's past the 20 right now. It's already a good return. Okay, bam. Now he's just got tackled at the 30 right now. He's rolling over. He's saying, oh, man, caught his head. A couple more blocks. Probably could have scored a touchdown. But, that's the wrong thing to say. Okay, here comes Brees right now. He's running up here. He got 4 touchdowns. He's 24 for 31. 309 yards. That's very Brees-like. It looks like he's going to guide these guys to a victory. He has the X on right now. All right. Okay, here you go. He got the ball. Throw it. Oh! I thought he was, man. I thought Cook was about to get the wheels going just like the last time. Because, I seen Cook. Cook really don't have no wheels. Not like that. Not like how he had on the game. The last time he caught it, I don't know how long that was. It was like a 50-yarder. I thought he was going to do it again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really getting into this right now. No huddle. The X is on Breeze. And there's no running backs in the backfield. It's empty set. Oh, come on. I'm telling you, man. Breeze about to cook these boys, man. I'm telling you. 10 receptions for Michael Thomas? Come on. How you leave him open 10 times? Oh, my gosh. It's over for these boys, man. Cancel Christmas. It is a wrap. It is a wrap. Only thing I don't like about Mike Thomas is the white shoes. I don't like them, bro. You gotta put the black joints on, bro.
Color Rush Thursday.
Oh, no, man. He got to break the rules then, man. Wide receivers break the rules all the time.
Come on, Spice. Keep it going.
I'm sorry, guys. I just felt like I was rambling, man.
Keep going.
Oh, we got trips up top. Here we go. Oh, come on, Breeze. It's easy, man. This 7-on-7 right here, man. This is easy, man. This is cakewalk, man. They baked chicken. It's a wrap for these boys. Tell you, they got to cancel Christmas, man. What, Breeze got 360 out here? Man, come on. Man, they baked chicken, bro. Baked chicken. Where my button at? It's baked chicken. Look at Breeze in the huddle. Like, let's go, fellas. Oh, now he under center. Now they playing around with it. Like, we ain't even gonna go shotgun on these boys now. Oh, come on. Get in the weight room, baby. Come on. Timeout. Kansas City. They got one more timeout left. Breeze in the huddle right there with the Nikes on, the high tops. I don't really like them, but hey, you can't really say nothing right now, man. He's almost going for 400 yards. They're gonna run again, man. 2nd and 7. Oh yeah, there we go. I formation. They about to run this thing. If they don't run it, it'll be a nice little play. Okay. Probably should play that. Timeout. That's that last one. Can't say I ain't got no more time. No more. Ooh. Y'all feel the tension, baby. But look, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. I told y'all already, New Orleans is gonna win this game. Bro. I'm like, this is gonna be 2 for 2 for me. 2 for 2. I'm telling you. Ooh, Breeze got the X on. Man, I formation, just play action. I don't know why it's 39. Oh my gosh. Oh, and they got the first.
Let's go.
It's a wrap for these boys. It's a wrap. Fourth quarter.
Wait, did the Saints just call a timeout?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they had to get to the line. This is a chip shot now, 25-yarder.
All right.
Man, you know the computer on this game, man.
They might run another play. They will.
I'm saying, man, we've seen some crazy stuff. If they get in the end zone here, leave Patrick Mahomes 20 seconds, there's a lot that can still happen.
Oh!
Kamara.
Get in the weight room.
Timeout?
I think they've come to their senses.
They're going to wait.
Come on, computer. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Are you beating on your chest? Come on, man. 12 seconds left. Yeah, there we go.
This is Madden After Dark, people. Phenomenal.
Who would have thought this?
No.
Bryce Allen has joined the booth. He's up here in the booth with us.
I did not think you were going to show up. That is a fact.
I really have nothing to do.
Hey, they're going to still have some time here, guys.
For about 8 seconds.
That's the computer for you, man. He got
well. All right, so New Orleans has the lead.
That's 2 plays.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, that's only one, because they ain't got no timeouts. Unless
right.
They're out.
Patrick Mahomes, 96 throw power.
I think Josh Allen has higher throw power, right? But that's about it.
Bro, no way. No way.
Anything can happen, Spice. Madden After Dark.
I will kick my laptop for you.
If Kansas City scores the touchdown, you shave your eyebrows.
Don't agree to that, Spice. You don't have to agree to that.
Not that far. I ain't going that
worth
far.
a shot.
Stop trying to drag people into your life, Clash.
I know, right?
Let's go, Chiefs. Now go down.
Yeah, what is he? Oh, get the ball up.
This is it. Last play.
No way.
71 yards. He can do it.
No way, man.
Let's go. Throw a bomb.
You about to get sacked. Watch. Go to work, Cam. Go to work.
Here it is.
Go to work, Cam.
This is for the game. Oh. He caught it.
That's DeMarcus Robinson making another catch. That's pretty good way to close this one out.
Garbage points. Phenomenal.
I told y'all, man. Told y'all New Orleans was gonna win this
True.
game.
First thing you said when you came in, Spice.
Wow. So Spice Adams crashes the party, and his Saints get the dub. All right, Spice. Well, hey, you're going to make this a normal thing? You're going to keep coming back on with us or what?
I guess so, man.
You're having fun. I think clearly you enjoy it.
Why not, man? Let's do it. Oh, somebody got the ones on. Somebody got the Jordans. You see that? Oh, snap. That's dope. Y'all been watching the Last Dance?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that joint, man. All this time, I thought that was like leopard print and Dennis Rodman. I didn't know it was 33.
Yeah, right? That was new for me, too.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Crazy.
All right. Saints win 34-33. Madden After Dark was another success. See, I told you, Garion, you never know what you're going to get.
I'm telling you, man. How does any other Madden After Dark live up to this game? I personally don't know, but I'm not going to put it past it. The magic of Madden After Dark.
I'm excited.
Spice, any last words for the people before we say goodnight?
Hey, man, follow your boy Spice Adams on everything, man. Give me some subscribers too, dog. Come on, man. I be working hard out here, man.
You can find Spice Adams at Spice Adams on Instagram and Twitter. Garion Thorne, he's at Garion Thorne. N-E at the end of Thorne, and I'm BJ_Glash. That's going to do it, everybody. Keep up on the Score Center, the Game Center for the latest on the scoreboard as Spice is now taking to the chat to say goodnight to everybody. That's nice of you, Spice.
Man, I try.
You really do. You were great, and we hope to have you on again. For Garion Thorne, our entire team, Billy Delaney, Jay Passetti, Tom Regia, we're gonna say goodnight. Night, bros.
Good times.
Later, guys.
Peace out.